Guys, and welcome to the first Geekple video. This one's going to be about the Wolverine film and well, Wolverine in general. Well, I've never always hated Wolverine. To be fair, as you can see, my t-shirt and comics. Wolverine, like most people, is basically been a fan favourite since I was a kid. Yeah, he was good. He was the badass guy with the claws. But when you grow up, you notice he's not that badass. That's it. He's just got a healing factor. He's got a bad attitude. He likes to drink and smoke. Over the years, he just reappeared in almost every comic book, from X-Men to X-Factor to the Avengers, the New Avengers, the Mighty Avengers, Secret Avengers, you name it. This guy's busy. He's in everything, and that's to one reason: Hugh Jackman and the X-Men films. It's like in the comics and the cartoons, he's always, as I said, been a fan favourite. And in the 90s, I think the last time he was actually pretty good was, say, the 2000s. That's when the first X-Men film came out. Hugh Jackman, he was okay. He was a good choice for it. It's fair, you wasn't going to get anyone that was a 5-foot midget guy with a bad attitude. He fit the bill, and the first two weren't perfect, but they were good. And, you know, I understood why in the second one it was all about Wolverine, because, well, at the end it was hinted that he found where he was made, so to speak. Sadly, it's when it all went down with the third one, where they changed the director and it became almost Wolverine and the X-Men, not just the X-Men. And that's when it felt like it was Hugh Jackman just run the whole X-Men franchise, from, you know, that to the god-awful, which most people that know me understand how much I hate the X-Men origin film. The Wolverine film, there was so many. When I first heard about it coming out, I got excited, as you can see. X-Men Origins, I thought, you know, it'd be based on this. To be fair, to begin with, the first, 5 minutes filled me with hope. It's sadly the rest of the film which went downhill. I'll paint you a little picture. It's like, on the internet, it's like when the first trailer came out, it looked good, yeah. There was a weird guy, bald head, red eyes, laser vision and stuff, known as Weapon 11. And we thought, oh yeah, that'd be a cool bad guy. Not knowing, after seeing the film, that it was actually Deadpool. But I digress, I'm getting too ahead of myself. So yeah, I got excited about the film, because after the third one I thought, you know what, the X-Men films have lost its steam. So I thought, you never know, this X-Men one, this, you know, Wolverine one might be any good. So, like a delusion fan, I watched the trailers, got excited, listened to the hype, listened to Hugh Jackman saying how it was going to correct the mistakes that the third one had and all this. And like a fool, I believed it. That's when May the 1st came, and I finished work, went to the cinema, and well, let's just say, first 5 minutes got me excited, you know, him as the little kid, bone claws for the first time, him and Sabretooth running off, and then the little montage at the beginning where they're at war and stuff, which was cool. That's when it kind of went downhill, when at the beginning where Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool amazingly, and I was hoping that quality was going to last. But then all the other mutants, like Blob for some reason, and the mutants they've put in the film just for the sake of it, just for like cameo reasons, that didn't even make any sense. But, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself much more. But yeah, so Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, I said I can't fault the first, 10-15 minutes. Granted, there was some mutants and some cheesy dialogue that didn't need to be in, but a nice cameo by Storm and stuff. That's when it kind of got silly, where the film from there became mostly about Hugh Jackman running around nude with his little leather jacket. How we found out how he got his leather jacket, who really cares? And again, cheesy dialogue. Found out how he got his adamantium, which again strayed so much from the comic book, it's unbelievable. But then the most horrible thing in the whole film was again Deadpool. I know I mentioned this many times because it's a fan favourite to most, and Ryan Reynolds, who can't love the guy? But sadly they took the one major factor of Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth. To be fair, even if you don't know Deadpool, you know the nickname Merc with a Mouth and stuff. Sadly, they chose to get rid of that and make him Merc without a mouth, and he was brainwashed and he had everyone's powers, which, to be fair, I only thought, well, this is me from being a comic book fan, I thought that, you know, Deadpool's only mutant ability was healing factor, and he had a teleporter that was technology. How wrong was I? Because in the film he has what, Cyclops' powers, he transports and all this, and again another reason why a cameo with Cyclops. It's like they just felt they had to fit everything in to make it more profitable. And then Gambit is a cool character, he's a fan favourite, everyone loves him. But why set him in the past where he's one of the, I would call him one of the, not the youngest, but one of the youngest X-Men characters. So why was he based 20 years before the original film? Makes no sense, but hey, I'm not a director, I'm not a writer, I don't work for Fox. So, makes, you know. So this is where the Hugh Jackman and Wolverine hatred began. Because, okay, the third one was bad. It was shocking, but not as bad as the fourth one, as they called it, Wolverine Origins, where Hugh Jackman said, I might get the quote wrong, but he said, "This is what the fans want. I'm doing fan service. Basically, you'll watch this and you'll be excited." Yeah, Hugh, you don't know what you were talking about. And from there, you got my list. Dr. Cox from Squibs is right. You are a cock. But so I have fears for the franchise, well, the rest of the Wolverine films. Hey, X-Men First Class was good until Mr. Hugh Jackman popped up himself. So I could go on and on, but there's not enough time and there's not enough film. But hopefully you enjoy what you like. Please comment, let us know, and hopefully you'll see the next videos, and just let us know if you want to see more on X-Men or any subject. Just let us know. Message us on YouTube or on Facebook, and you know, feedback is always good. And thank you and good night.